and I'm super happy because, I don't know if you can see, it's very white at the moment, and that is because I've got new lights. Kind of why I've been a bit absent for the past month or so is because the lighting in my dressing table was just terrible. It was just so yellow, and every time I used to zoom in to do eye makeup, it just used to go yellow on the camera, and I couldn't sort it out. It wouldn't adjust, and I couldn't adjust it on Final Cut Pro 10 either because it looked too fake. So I used to just leave it as it was, and it looked terrible, and I didn't like the quality. Now I have got cool white energy saver bulb. It's such a great investment, and it's energy saving, which I love, and it is 6500 Kelvin bright, so it's the ones that they use in shops and offices to have that bright white colour, not the warm colour that most households have. Today I thought I'd do my foundation routine. Done my eyes already. I just did a quick black matte smoky, I can zoom in now without having to worry, just some smoky black matte eyeshadow, and then I just got loads of mascara on, and I have absolutely nothing on my face. Completely cleaned. I used Bioderma, which I swear by. It's amazing for your skin. Let's get started. I always start off with moisturiser, so I use Feel Good Factor by Soap and Glory, which is an SPF 25. Some on my fingers, and just put that on. And down my neck too, because I always put a bit of foundation on my neck, and I just want it to be moisturised. After that, I go in with some Porefessional. I've only recently started to use this again. The problem is I've got so many makeup products that I can't just use one and not the other, so I try to use as much as I can because they do expire as well. If I zoom in, I don't have perfect skin. I shall show you why. See, I have very big pores on my cheeks, big holes, and I want to cover them or fill them in. So what I do is I just get a little bit on my finger, and I just dab it into my pores on my cheeks. It's just so that then the foundation doesn't sit. So I take about that much, and I just dab it over the holes. It's like I'm slapping myself. I bought a kit of YSL's to Sheerglow, and it came with this Flash Radiance skincare brush. It's not a brush though, but it says that it's kind of applies product on cleansed skin, wait for 2 minutes before applying makeup, and it just leaves your skin really soft. So I put that much, and this one I just dab on because I've put Porefessional and I don't want to kind of move that around too much. After doing that, I'll just wait a couple of minutes as it says on the instructions, and in the meantime I'll just get all my foundations out, all my products I'm going to use, the brushes. I'll be using the Real Techniques one today. This is the buffing brush. I'm going to be using the NARS Sheerglow product, so I've got Syracuse as my darker one, so this is when I use in the summer when I'm tanned, and the other one is medium 4, which is Barcelona, which I use on the inside area of my face because it's more to my skin tone than this one. Squeeze one pump, put it onto my brush, and I'll just dab that where I want it. Squeeze one more pump, and then whatever's remaining on the brush I'll put on my lower chin area, jawline, and then I'll just start buffing it in. You really have to buff it really well, and I do usually take a couple of minutes. I tend to put more foundation on the edges, and then just blend that out. This saves me contouring too much either because I'm using slightly darker foundation, it's contouring it for me. And then I go in with the Barcelona, get one squirt of that, and I want to put that in the centre of my face. And because this is the glowy, dewy finish foundation, it gives it a really nice flawless finish to it, which is what I like. You always start off with a little bit and then work it into your skin. I don't just put lots of foundation on and then blend it in, because you'll have too much product on your brush as well as your skin for it to blend in. Just put tiny squirts, just a little bit more. So this is going to go on my cheeks and under my eyes. I put foundation under my eyes before I put concealer, because I just want to neutralise it a bit so I don't have to cake on the concealer afterwards. I also used up my eyeshadow on the sides of my foundation because it's easy. Put some over my eyebrows, and you can see how much of a really great finish it gives. I mean, it's not perfect to my skin, but it helps when you have great foundation. And with some concealer, I'm using NW30 in Select Coverup, squeezy bottle one, not the tube one. The tube one I find kind of on my skin a bit too much, and usually about that much. I just use the same brush because I only use my foundation brush once and then I wash it, because what I do is I use it for foundation, concealer, highlighter, blush, everything, and it's just easier that way. And this I'll put under my eyes, up into my cheekbones, and just blend it into my foundation. I'm not really that precise either, and I get a lot more darker in here. And then just pop it out, and that's how I do my concealer. I think the key really is just to blend it, even if you just got like a normal foundation brush. I use, for instance, I use a lot of these flat brushes. This is one I used yesterday, and I use that to buff it into. And they all work the same as long as you blend it in really well. Now I'm going to go in with a highlighting wand. This one I got free when I went to the Smashbox event last year. I haven't really used it until last week, I think it was. Absolutely in love with it. It's called the Halo Highlighting Wand. And all I do is get a few squirts of it out, put it on my cheekbones, go back to my foundation brush, and I just dab. And you can use any type of highlighting products. I just use whatever I have bought previously and make it work. I even use white shimmery eyeshadow sometimes if I don't have anything else. And then just dab it in like that. Go in with a second lot. And then I also put some on my middle of my forehead, down my nose, top of my lip, and on my chin. And sometimes if I get too much product like I have right now on my brush, I'll just get a tissue or a towel and I'll just wipe it off. And that gives me my dewy finish. Now that I've done everything, I might as well just finish off my face. I'm going to use my same foundation brush. Dab that on the apples of my cheeks. And then blend that out. I tend to just use the Mercier loose powder. And I haven't really used the Revlon, the pink one. I've used the orange one quite a lot. The Just Bitten Balms. So I'm going to use that today. Don't forget, what I've done today is quite full on makeup. It's a lot of products and it's quite heavy. I mean, from here it looks great. It looks flawless. You zoom in and there is a lot of products on my face. You can see that. still see the pores on my cheeks. I hope you guys have picked up some tips from that. It's great when you have super brilliant foundation. It does help a lot. Oh, you probably noticed my hair colour. It's not pink anymore. So the pink that I had and the purple that or lilac-y that I had was semi-permanent colour, so it washed out after a few washes. And then obviously the underlying colour was blonde anyway, so it just went back to blonde. So then when I went to get my roots done last week, I got really bored and I didn't really want to be blonde anymore. So I asked my hair colourist to do something different, and she came up with this kind of like we call it a sunset blonde, but it's more of a ginger probably. I shall see you in my next video. Bye.